Hey everyone, it's Lad. I hope everyone is having a good week thus far. Um, Today's vlog is going to be about changes, success, and failures. I was speaking to my friends about being adventurous and free and kind of open to kind of sort of experience new things and not being afraid to go there, especially if you feel like you don't have any obligations holding you. And I was having a conversation with my roommate, and in sort of view of sort of speaking about whether you fail somewhere or you're afraid to not succeed. And he came up with a pretty good quote, or it's not even really a quote, but he came up with an interesting perspective saying that he didn't believe in success or failure, just chapters. That life is about chapters. And once one chapter ends, you just open up and see yourself in a new one. And I thought that was pretty interesting to think about, since I think life very much is very adventurous, and it could derive from definitely different chapters of my life. If you look at it between childhood, adolescence, and 20 something, 30 something, each section or each year is sort of new beginnings and such. So I thought that was great to hear that sort of perspective, because as I mentioned a couple weeks, even for myself as a new chapter for Lad this year, aside from different creative ventures as different sites, working on my novel, and continuing to either shoot short films or do small videos, I thought it was very good to sort of share and think of that perspective in that way, that if ever at some point, wherever you are at this point in your life, you feel that you have either succeeded or that you've either failed, maybe not to really think of it as either or. Not that you should by all means deny the success, especially if you worked hard for it, but maybe just see as that this was a nice successful chapter, where else can I go? Or in the same perspectives, if you feel like you failed in areas, just to take it as a learning experience and to move on to another chapter and see what that will bring you. And I think that helps weigh on an individual without one feeling and but yeah, so I'm thinking I might do some series blogs called Last Confessions, in which I talk about certain topics, aside from what I usually talk about weekly, whether it's creative or whatever I'm doing, but maybe things that will help booster up one's mentality to get into the creative state. Because one of the things I think we are afraid of is that if we try to do something creative, that we're going to fail at it or lack success, and maybe it'd be a great way to sort of get out of that mindset. But that's something I'm thinking and building on. But let me know in the comments box down below if that's something you'd be interested in seeing or hearing. And also, I'm still continuing to receive any feedback that you guys give me on what type of things you want me to speak about or do for my vlogs. Anyway, thanks again for stopping by, and I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week within the month of April for April's announcements. Thanks, guys.